If you are the most powerful country in the world, are you really safe? Think about this. There were three great empires in history. All of them were at the top of the world. All of them believed we will never fall. And all of them collapsed in one way or another. But that's not the strangest part. The strangest part is they all collapsed in almost the same way. And even today in 2025, some people believe the same story is being written again. Let's start with Spain. In the 1500s, it was the richest country in the world. Gold, silver, wealth beyond imagination. But something changed. As their money increased, their production decreased. As their wars increased, their debts grew. And without anyone noticing, a massive empire started hollowing out from within. So what happened? In less than a century, they began to fall. Then came Great Britain. They controlled a quarter of the world. The sun literally never set on their empire. But they made a similar mistake. They wanted to control everything. They wanted to be everywhere. And the cost of that was far greater than they ever expected. 2 world wars, massive debts, a collapsing currency. And one day they woke up, and the world was no longer theirs. Then the Soviet Union, a superpower, nuclear weapons, the space race. But inside, things were very different. The economy slowed down. Then the system stalled. People lost trust in the government, and then, in just 900 days, everything was gone. Now focus here. Did you notice something? These 3 empires lived in different times under different systems, but their collapse followed almost the exact same steps. First, they expanded too much. Then they started spending more. Then they went into debt. Then their production declined. Then they began to crack from within. And in the end, a breaking point came. So here's the real question. Which country today looks the most like this? A lot of people know the answer, but they don't want to say it out loud. The United States. The strongest military in the world. The most influential economy. The most powerful currency. But at the same time, there are many signs that look eerily similar to past empires. Hundreds of military bases around the world, trillions of dollars in debt, a constantly expanding money supply, and a question more and more people are starting to ask, is this system really sustainable forever? But here's the strangest part. When empires collapse, most people don't accept that it's happening, because from the outside, everything still looks strong. The currency still works. The military still looks powerful. The system still seems functional. But inside, the balance is already broken, and then one day, suddenly, everything changes very fast. So is this really the same story? Or will this time be different? No one knows for sure. But history tells us one thing. No power on earth has ever stayed at the top forever. Maybe the real question is, how does collapse happen? Slowly, or all at once? Because if you look at the past, the answer is a bit unsettling. Usually, it happens all at once.